If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast without any minimum amount of listeners. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download your free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. United we stand, united we fall. But are we really united? In this episode, you're going to hear an interview by someone in the LGBTQIA community as they discuss how it is living in the United States of America. Let's listen in. Hello, this is Trin, and I am I'm actually hosting a call for tonight with the Real Girlfriends across America. We are a company that has a foundation and a mission to keep and build lifelong friendships with women across the globe. We'll be bringing you hot new topics each and every night, and we're always looking for new topics. Please follow us on Facebook at Real Girlfriends Across America and visit our website at www.realgirlfriends.org. Now, tonight, having a call with me, Tawanda, Kay, Destiny, and a host of other girlfriends either on the phone or listening. And today we are going to actually listen to an interview that we have with someone from the LGBTQA community. So we're going to go ahead and play that now. So thank you for calling in. I appreciate you wanting to do the interview with me.
Okay.
And I'm going to start off by asking for you to introduce yourself to everyone.
I'm Casey. I live in Massachusetts.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
Yep, I have 3 kids, 3 adopted kids. I'm also married to a female.
Okay. And what do you identify as?
Gay. Well, lesbian.
Okay, lesbian. And do you think that there is double standards when it comes to males versus females when it comes to sexuality? And why do you believe that?
Because people would accept 2 females together before they accept 2 men.
Okay. And I'm going to also ask you, do you think that society makes it harder for you because of your sexual preference?
No.
Okay. And why do you think that some people get discriminated against due to their sexual preference?
Most people find it to be the double standard and the norm for a man and a woman to be together rather than 2 females and 2 males.
And I do have one other question to ask you. If given the chance, would you choose to live a different lifestyle?
No.
And that's actually all the questions that I have for you, so I appreciate your time, Casey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day. Okay. And now I'm going to shoot over to everyone that we have on hold. I'm going to start off with you, Tawanda. What was your thoughts of Casey's interview? Are you there, Tawanda?
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, what was your thoughts on the interview?
You said what now?
What was your thoughts on the interview?
Honestly, I was waiting for the interview to start. And when I say that, well, no, I was listening to the person. I guess when you said interview, I was kind of thinking they were going to kind of maybe elaborate a little more. Like the person said that they identify as lesbian, they have 3 kids and 3 adopted kids, and they're married to a female. So I think that a lot of times, like thinking about this being Pride Month and there's so much happening in the community, like everybody's not that vocal. You know, maybe she's a little shy. You know, I just would have been a little more vocal because we seek understanding. So that I was just kind of looking to her for her to expound a little more. She just kind of like said yes and no. Yeah, that's why I said I was waiting for it. It probably wasn't even 5 minutes, huh?
Yeah, it was about 2 minutes.
2 minutes? All righty then.
Yeah. And Destiny, what is your thoughts on the interview?
I thought, like Tawanda was saying, that she could have vocalized a little bit more and, you know, told us instead of the yes or no questions.
And what about you, Kay?
I thought what she said about males in the LGBTQ community experiencing more prejudice and bias than women in the community. I thought that was an interesting point that she made.
Why do you think that's true?
Why do I think it's true?
Yeah, why do you think that can be true?
I don't know whether it's true or not. I'm not sure, you know, whether that's. I mean, you would have to, like, I guess, do a study or a survey and find out whether it was true or not. So I can't say that I know whether it's true or not. I just thought it was an interesting point that was her view, that they receive more bias.
Okay. And what about you, Tawanda? Do you think that it's a discrimination when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to men versus females?
Yeah, in my opinion, it is. And again, I was getting ready to pull up the stats, but in reference to her saying that, I think that women, people don't shy upon that as horribly as they do with men, and I believe so, because I think women are already touchy and friendly and intimate and et cetera, and men are looked at as masculine. So some people just can't accept the fact that a man would be interested in a man. And that's why I think that it may be some discrimination more, or men may have a harder time for society to accept it than they do with having women together.
Okay, and I agree with that as well. Like, I'm not sure why that is, why why our community believes that or sees it to be that way, where some people feel as though it's more acceptable for a female than a male when it comes to bisexuality.
Absolutely.
And what about you, Destiny? What's your thoughts about that?
I think that men are definitely looked at as more wrong, just because they find it, like, everyone finds it normal. Like, you have best friends, and most of the time they're girls. So I just think it's more wrong for a man and a man to get close.
Okay. And on that note, we're actually going to take a brief break. And when we come back, we're actually going to dive deeper into what the LGBTQA stands for.
I'm looking forward to it.
you a member of the LGBTQ community and you're suffering from depression or suicidal urges? If so, the Trevor Project are allies focused on providing you the care and support you need. Their trained counselors are ready to assist 24/7. So if you need a safe space to talk and receive comfort, call 1-866-488-7386. Now, back to you.
And thank you, Kay, for that information and providing that resource to everyone. And I actually was able to find out for everyone what that actually stands for. And actually, there's also a QIA, which I didn't include originally. But generally speaking, the LGBTQA stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer/questioning, asexual/aromantic, and many people also feel that the A stands for ally and or advocate. So there's also the LGBTQIA. So that's also a tongue twister. So I'm going to say that again. So it's LGBTQIA. And that is actually shows that is stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, queer/questioning, asexual, and many other terms which mean such as non-binary and pansexual. And why, I'm going to ask one final question to everyone. Why do you think that there is violence within that community directly? So I'm going to start off with you, Destiny. Okay. And if Destiny is not available, I'm going to switch over to Kay.
I think that violence crosses all genders, all socioeconomic backgrounds. You will find domestic violence in households that are extremely quote-unquote rich. You'll find them in poor households. You'll find them in same-gendered households. You'll find them in heterosexual households. I think that no matter who you are or what your background is or what your orientation is, if you have a history of experiencing violence, unless you get the type of counseling and therapy and assistance that you need, it's more than likely that you will end up experiencing that type of violence or perpetuating the violence. If it was done to you, you will either experience it again or might even do it to someone else. And people who have experienced that kind of background and that kind of history really should go and receive the help that they need for any traumatization they have in their past.
Okay. And I agree. Violence is, you're going to get violence in any type of community or any type of form. So, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And can I also ask you, Tawana, the same question? Why do you think that there's violence directly in that community?
I think it's about ignorance. I think a lot of times people don't accept and retaliate against what they don't know and what they don't understand. I also think that some people, like let's say, for example, you talk about violence, you talk about bullying, you have people that actually harass someone that's trans or any part of the LGBT, and some because they're angry themselves, because they want to be in the community, but they can't because of frustration or because of coming out. I think it's so many different reasons, and it really is something I hate. I hate to hear about the violence. I hate to hear about bullying, because what we as a people have to understand and realize is it's about living free and it's about choice. And if someone chooses to be in the community, that's their choice. It's not our choice. We can't take that away from them, and we shouldn't be ignorant trying to put hands on somebody and bullying them, because that's not our place either.